Your n8n workflow works perfectly until 2 a.m. when an API goes down and you lose your biggest lead of the month. I'm Ehtisham from AI Workflows Automation, and today I'm showing you exactly how to build bulletproof workflows that survive failures. We are building a real lead processing system with comprehensive error handling, the kind you would use in production. Let's jump in. Here is what we are building today: a lead capture system that receives form submissions, validates emails, sends Slack notifications, and saves to Google Sheet. But here is the important part: we are adding error handling at every step. When things fail, and they will, the workflow adopts, logs the issue, alerts us, and continues working. You will learn error workflows, continue on fail setting, conditional error routing, and graceful degradation. Real production techniques. Everything logs to these three sheets: error log for system failures, validation failures for bad data, and leads database for successful leads. Let me show you why error handling matters. This is our lead processing workflow. This webhook node receives data from WP form submissions, and this node validate emails via abstract API and check email validation, and also look up for existing lead and then save leads to database and send notification on Slack. Looks good, right? Watch what happens when something breaks. Let me change this URL, like, just let me remove this P. Anyone could make typo mistake, so I just remove the P. Okay, and now data is already pinned here. Let me execute the workflow. So this workflow got failed. But what did not happen? Due to this validation node failure, no lead sent to Slack, no data, no lead data saved to database, lead data gone. We would never know this happened. In production, if this happens, it can kill our entire workflow. This is we are going to fix now. Okay, let me show you. Here is our solution. This error logger workflow catches every error in our entire n8n instance from every workflow. Whenever there is any issue, any error came up, this error logger workflow automatically triggers and catch the error. Let me show you these four sample nodes step by step. So first node is catch workflow errors. This node, as I told you, catches key information from any workflow where error came up. Okay, the second node is set node, in which we just extract the information which we need, like timestamp, failed node name, error message, and input data, workflow ID, and execution ID. Okay, so to bug it further, the third step is send error alert to Slack. This sends alert immediately to our team with all error details. No more wondering why leads stop. The fourth node is log all errors to sheet. It will log all the error detail into our this error handling sheet. It will be permanent record to debugging it later. Every error will be tracked with details. Let me show you how it will work. Okay, so here, as you know, I have removed the P abstract. Okay, let me save this and quickly fill out my lead form data will be submitted. This is our W form. Data will be submitted by this. Just let me quickly fill out my details. Okay, press submit button. Okay, this data will receive via our webhook. Okay, you can see it's ran and it's ran an error because we have changed our API URL. We have just removed one character from that. That's why it's ran an error. Now let's check our error logger workflow. See, it's automatically executed, and I hope it's added log in our sheet. Okay, let me just open the sheet. See, error log added successfully. Timestamp, workflow name, error logger, and node name, validate email via abstract API. It's also showing from where the error came up. And error type is not API error. Okay, and the error message is the connection is cannot be established. Okay, and execution ID also logged here. Okay, here I just noted there is one parameter issue. Workflow name is error logger, but this is not the right name. The correct name is this one, lead processing with comprehensive error handling, because error came up from this workflow. So I just mapped this parameter here. Now if we run this workflow again, it should pass the correct data. Okay, so that's how I have already fixed it. Okay, press save. And now check our lead in Slack. See, this is alert section. Let me open the alert channel and you can see workflow error alert. Validate email via abstract API. All the detail is mentioned and sent on Slack. So Slack, our cell team, our support team can instantly receive the notification and fix this issue as it has received them. The second technique is continue on fail. Sometimes we don't want to stop our workflow. Email validation might fail, but we want still capture that lead for manual review, for our manual review. That's where continue on fail comes in. Let me open this node, validation node, and go to setting. And if you see here on error, currently the workflow stop working, but I will change it to on error it will continue and pass an error message. Okay, so just press, let me unpin the data. I will submit data again. Okay, let me quickly preview my lead form, and here this time I will submit this. Okay, after filling out the details, submit, and I will receive data via webhook. It can take few seconds. See, it succeeded. Let's this time, if you notice, workflow don't stop working. It still continues and added the submitted lead information in our log validation failure sheet. Let me show you where it is. See, this is the detail which I have submitted. So I can review it manually. At least we have the lead data in our this validation failure sheet. Okay, this was our validation node on which I have added C continue on fail, and if the validation fail, it will go to this route and add log and log validation failure sheet. If this validation node has no error, and then it will go to this true route and check the existing database If lead exists, then it will go to this true route. If not, then this will go to false route and save lead to database and send Slack notification. Now let me quickly test it with correct URL. Okay, I have just recorrected the URL. Press save, and this time it if it's successful, then it will go to this route without validation. Let me test with valid email address like Sarah. Okay, hit submit. See, it's running and it will be completed shortly. Okay, it succeeded. And this time, if you let me show you, I have submitted with invalid email address c sara.m@techagency.com. Okay, so here this valid email via abstract API validated this email as invalid email and switch to this false branch, and it's logged in this sheet now. See, it's logged in this, and validation error is in invalid mailbox status undeliverable. Okay, now let me fill out with valid email address. Okay, this is valid email address. This time it should go to this route. See, it's running and it will be completed shortly. Okay, it succeeded. And see, it's data received and then validated email successfully, then moved this to route, check it checks the existing database lead, and if lead exists, then it will go to true route, and if lead does not exist, then it sends to this lead database, also sends Slack notification. Let me show you our lead database sheet. See, it's added correctly here, and also it should send Slack notification. Let me quickly view it. Where is lead section? See, new lead received, name, email, company, email validated successfully, added lead to database. So same workflow handle both scenario gracefully. Dates continue on fail plus routing conditions. Let's talk about the logging strategy. Three sheets, three purposes. The first one is error log. Show error log sheets. This is system level failures, API timeout, credential issues, network error, anything that breaks the workflow infrastructure logs here via our error logger workflow. And this is second sheet, which shows validation failures. Validation failures, data, it's check data quality issues, bad email formats, missing required field, anything where the data itself is the problem. These needs human review. The third sheet is which shows leads database. Leads database successfully processed leads, only good, validated, complete leads make it here. This is your clean data. After running multiple tests, you can see how different scenarios end up in different places. This separation makes debugging much easier. You know exactly where to look. Here is what we have built today. Automated error catching with error logger workflow. Continue on fail for non-critical steps, and conditional routing based on success or failure, and comprehensive logging across three sheets. This is production ready error handling. Your workflow would not just work in perfect condition, they will survive in real world. These workflows, just template and full handwritten tutorial will be available on our website in this blog section. You can follow if needed. If you want more n8n tutorials like this, subscribe and hit the bell. Drop a comment with what automation you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.